Hello there everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today we'll be taking a look at the last Studio Series 86 Deluxe class figure. We will take a look at Autobot Kup himself. So let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this figure. So let's get it on, man, let's go! And of course, if we have the box, we must take a quick look at the box itself. So you have the beautiful artwork there for Kup's robot mode. Excuse me, the voice cracked. His name is Kup from the Studio Series line 8602. The Transformers, the movie. And we have the backdrop with the squid. Yeah, the squid. Remember the squid? If the squid was a Transformer, I'll be legitimately surprised. Anyway, so you got the Transformers logo on the side right there. You got the Generations, the Karatomi, Transformers the movie on the top, and you got the same image of Kup right there. I don't know what he's doing. What is he angry or something or screaming? I have no idea. He is a deluxe class 8602, and you come on the side here, the same image there of Kup's robot mode. You got number 86, and you got the obligatory product shots. You got a robot mode, a vehicle mode, the Sea Squid Showdown. That's what the backdrop means. And got 21 steps, and you have your bio. Kup struggles to free himself from the tentacles of a giant squid. So that is definitely true. So that is pretty much it for the packaging itself. And here is Kup fully transformed into his Cybertronian pickup truck mode, and you know what? It's really good. It's a really good vehicle mode. It's very spot on, very screen accurate. I like the colors, so that's pretty cool. And got the Autobot symbols on the sides right here. Got a little bit of paint right here, but I kind of wish, hey, focus camera. I kind of wish this little bit of paint here was, you know, painted all around here, but hey, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. And you got the Autobot symbol on the front there, and you got a nice translucent plastic for the windshield with the metallic paint on the back, which is really nice. I think that's silver paint on the back. You know, I can't really tell. I'm just gonna call it as a metallic blue-ish paint, like, you know. I don't know. I really don't know. But hey, he does have some rolling wheels, so he can definitely roll. And he rolls very smoothly too. So that's pretty cool. That's really nice. Got a little bit of I'm not sure what this paint is. I think it's what color is this? Dark green-ish paint. I think so. But yeah, you come under here and you don't see a lot of robot mode bits. I mean, you can see the thighs, you can see the arms, but other than that, you don't see the torso. I mean, the torso is this one. This is basically the chest, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a nice vehicle mode, very screen accurate. It's definitely, you know, in keeping with the I'm not sure how to say this. It's bleh. This is where my tongue stops working, peoples. I really don't like my tongue. I just anyway, but hey. No, it's in keeping with the show model. There we go. It's in keeping with the show model. You know, the likeness is there, so that's pretty cool. I do quite like the vehicle mode. So, and yeah, he does include a couple of accessories of his own. So he does include his gun itself, and he does include this, which is basically my favorite accessory of all time. Now, if you remember in the 1986 film, Kup was actually using these, the Energon goodies, to give the Alicons, you know, and then Hot Rod used one to give to Redgar, and so Kup was using the universal greeting. So the universal greeting was "Bowie Brana Weep Nutty Bong." So that's the universal greeting. So. So I'm glad they actually included this piece. Now the Energon goodie cannot come out, you know, to give the Alicon, but it's okay. It is what it is. So you can actually store these accessories on the vehicle mode. There are slots right here. There are tabs right here. One can tab on one side. So yeah, I mean, you can actually tab this on the other side, but it's going to be upside down. So just tab it on this side, and there you have the storage. And the gun storage doesn't make sense, but I will say the storage for this one, this accessory, the Energon goodie, it works. It definitely works, in my opinion. So yeah, this does not work, but that works. So anyway, so let's bring in a few size comparisons. Here is Kup with his fellow Deluxes. You can see Jazz and Blurs. You can see how they scale with one another. With his fellow lad, Hot Rod. With the Earthrise Deluxe Class RC. With the Earthrise Deluxe Class Alakan, since, you know, this guy appeared in the 1986 film, so yeah, it works. And just because here is Kup compared with the Earthrise Voyager class Quintesson Judge. So that is pretty much it for the Ultimate comparisons. Okay, so I think that is pretty much it for the vehicle mode. It's really good. It looks really good. It's a great vehicle mode. Very screen accurate, spot on. So we shall transform this old man into his robot mode. So the first thing I want to do is take off the accessories and put them off to the side, and we shall get started now. This guy's transformation is quite intricate. So the first thing I want to do is just unpeg his hands from these tabs right here. You can see these little pegs peg into his hands. Just unpeg his arms. There we go. Just unpeg them, and there you have that. So now we can actually take his feet and flip this out, and whoops, hold on, there we go. I thought the foot was gonna come out, but anyway, so just unpeg this, bring out this panel, and you can see how this is oriented for vehicle mode. So you want to take this section right here, just untab it, and this is tabbed in very securely. You're gonna see me struggle with this. Anyway, just untab this side first. Untab. I said untab. Untab. There we go. Sheesh. Anyway, just unpeg this and just bring this over, and there's a tab. There's a slot, and just tab this in all the way. Just bring this down, just like so, and that will just clip into place. So now you want to take this hinge right here, just bring this up like so, and there is a tab that will tab into a slot like the notch beneath this. So there are two sections right here for the tab to go into. So this slot right here is for vehicle mode, but this horizontal slot is for robot mode. Just tap this in there, and there you have one leg all done. And don't unpeg the legs first because we're not there yet. So this side, I can't even untap this side. There we go. Sheesh, my gosh. And just bring this panel around and just tab it into place. Tab it into place, and bring this down, and that will just clip into place. And there you go. Actually, no. There is a slot right here, and there is a tab right here. So you bring this down and just tab it in. You're supposed to tab in to the slot right there, but apparently it doesn't want to tab in, unfortunately, for some reason. It doesn't want to tab in. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's tabbed in. So the other side doesn't want to tab. The other side you have to tab in the other side as well. So just tab this in. For some reason it doesn't want to fit in. What? It doesn't want to fit in. Hold on, let me do this off camera. Okay, I did it. It's tabbed in, so it's not going to go anywhere. So anyway, so this leg, just do the same thing. Just bring this up a little bit, and just bring this up and tab that into place. So we got the legs all done and ready to go. So now for his arms, just want to make sure that this panel is untabbed like so. Now here's one thing about the arms. Here's one thing about the transformation back into vehicle mode. So if you want to transform this guy back into vehicle mode, you better make sure that this hinge is straight so it clicks into place. So there we go. There's a soft click. So it unclicks and there's a soft click. So you better make sure that this section is straight for vehicle mode, or else nothing wants to work for you. But anyway, so just untab all this, untab all that, and just bring this back like so, and just straighten up his body, and flip in the wheels. Just untab them, flip in the wheels, flip in the wheels. And you want to take this section right here, just flip this down and just raise this up. There are 2 tabs. They will tab into these 2 slots right there, and just tab that in, and there you have that. So now his arms right here, just bring this all down, and there is a tab right here to tab in to a slot right here. So just tab that in, and the shoulder sections right here, just rotate them up until they click into place. There we go. Just rotate down his arms, and there you have one arm all done. So the same thing on the other side, just bring this down, and that will tab in into place. Bring this up, that will scoop into place. There we go. And just rotate down his arms and rotate his head around, and I think we are done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. So hold on, let me raise up the camera a little bit more. You can see the full robot mode. There we go. So there you have that, and we have Kup finally transformed up into his robot mode. And you know, in the promo pics, in the promo pictures that I have seen, Kup looked weird, but in hand, he does look kind of better. He looks way better than I expected. So he looks really good. He looks great in my opinion. Very screen accurate, very spot on, very clean transformation too. I mean, you got the kibble like on the legs right here. I mean, you got this section right here for the backpack, but other than that, it's pretty clean overall. Nice and solid, and it doesn't untab. It works. It definitely works. It got some nice paint on his crotch. Got the orange and the kind of dark grayish paint. Got orange on the arms, which they're supposed to be there. They're supposed to be there, so that's really screen accurate. And yeah, really cool. So let's take a quick closer look at his head sculpt. And you know what? I like his head sculpt. It looks really good and very screen accurate. It captures the likeness of his cartoon model, and I don't think it's that thin. It's quite it's not thin at all for me anyway. So for me, the face looks good. You know, got a lot of paint on his head sculpt, which is really cool. And you can see that the Autobot symbols on his chest, which is supposed to be screen accurate. And yeah, and his chest area definitely glows really well, so that's pretty cool. Now he does have some light piping, so if you do shine the light behind his head, you can see his eyes do glow a nice blue. So yeah, the light piping again has returned on Kup. You know, I thought that Kup never had light piping in the first place, but no, he has light piping. So yeah, you can see the translucent blue piece at the back of his head right there. So yeah, he does have some nice light piping. So yeah, nicely done. Got a little bit of paint right there on the knees, so that's pretty cool. I like how the wheels are on his legs. That's pretty cool. That's really nice. So his articulation, the head is on a ball joint. You can rotate the full 360. You can look up a little bit, can look down. You can use this hinge to look down a little bit more, but you're not supposed to move that. The shoulders can rotate a full 360, move in and out. Whoops, be careful, don't untap that. You do have a bicep swivel. He does have an elbow joint, slightly over 90 degrees of bend. No wrist swivel, unfortunately, because the wrist is actually molded in, so they're all in one piece. So anyway, so he does have. Does he have a waist swivel? I think he has. Yeah, he does have a waist swivel, which is kind of tight on mine. Now the legs, they're not on a ball joint, so I did make a little mistake with blur when I said his legs are on the ball joint. I was wrong because the legs are on the swivel. So for Kup as well, his legs are on the swivel. He can move up that far, can move back that far, and he can definitely do the full splits if he wants to. And he does have a thigh swivel. He does have a knee joint, like a ratcheted knee, which is about 90 degrees of bend. You can see they click into place. And you do have some foot pivots, so the foot can actually move down. They can't move up, but they can move down. and he does have some nice ankle tiltage right there. So the articulation is really good. So it's really good. I don't really mind. You know, I don't care about wrist swivel that much, so I don't really need a wrist swivel on my cup. So anyway, so now he does have some extra little gimmicks of his own. So you can actually unplug his arms, you can unplug his legs. So this is the one part of the movie where, you know, Kup was dismantled by the squid, and you know, so you get Hot Rod to fix him up. So that is pretty cool. So let me bring in Hot Rod for a minute here, and you can actually take his hand. Hold on, just take his hand, just rotate it around, because this is actually pretty cool. You can actually do this. So you can actually do the pose where Kup is using where Hot Rod is using his welding tool to fix Kup. So that is pretty cool. I definitely like that. A little bit of Scramble City here and there, because you can actually take the legs and just plug into his arms here, boop, and take the arms and just boop, there we go. That's fun. That is really fun. So let's get Kup back into his robot mode, okay? Okay, so now Kup is back in his shape and robot mode. So we can take his weapons, or no, his accessories, and put them into his hand. So we can take his gun and just plug it into his hand. Now, can you plug in an effects part for Kup's gun? Yes, you can. I mean, you can actually take Scourge's effects part and just plug it in there. So yes, you can. You can, but I kind of wish if this section was a bit thick enough so you can have an extra little post for, you know, the effects part to plug into. But you can just plug in there. You know, you can if you want to. But let's see, let's plug in the other accessory into his other hand. So we can take this and just plug it into his hand, and that is pretty cool. I like that. This is my favorite accessory of all time, the Energon Goodie. Because if you don't buy this figure, you can't have the Energon Goodie, so you can't recreate that scene. So there's no question. So you need to get this figure because it's a really good figure. It's a must-have. So definitely, because I'm building my 1986 cast very slowly. So yeah. So anyway, so now let us move on to some size comparisons. Here is Kup compared with Earthrise Deluxe Class RC, with his two wave mates Blur and Jazz, with his fellow friend and best lad Hot Rod, and with the Quintesson Elecon and the Quintesson Judge from the Earthrise toy line. So yeah, you can see how they scale with one another. I think that's a pretty good scale. You know, Kup is actually giving the Elecon the Energon Goodie. So you can actually recreate that scene and say, Bowie Grana. No, that's not how Kup sounds like. Bowie Grana with many bounds. So that's nice. That's really nice. So that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Autobot Kup. And you know what? Hasbro did it again. Wow, they really impressed me with this figure. I mean, this is actually my only G1 Kup that I have. I never owned the original Generations Deluxe Class Kup. I never owned the Titans Return Kup. I only own the Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Sergeant Kup, but that's not the Kup that I really wanted. But that's just a placeholder for my G1 Kup, and this is it. So this is my actual G1 Kup that I have right now, and I love this figure. The robot mode looks great. The proportions are quite accurate, and I love it. I know some of you may think, oh, the proportions are not that accurate. It looks weird. But you know what, in hand, he definitely looks good. You know, the proportions are good. They're right. although you know, the face may look weird, but whoa! I made him fall. Anyway, sorry, Kup. I'm sorry, Grumpy Boy. Sorry. Anyway, So, but anyway, so yeah, I mean, his face does look weird, but to me, it looks good. It looks like Kup. He's an old man, so yeah, he's an old wrinkled man. So that's what he is. So he's a really cool figure in my opinion. The articulation is really good, despite that he's missing a wrist swivel. But I don't really care about a wrist swivel, so I don't really need a wrist swivel from Kup. So it's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. But yeah, overall, it's a good figure. Great to have in your collection. Highly recommended. And yeah, I think this guy beats the other previous Kup. So he beats the Generations one and he beats the Titans Return Kup. So yeah, and the transformation is quite intricate, but you know, some things are tabbed in very securely. You have to force it, so you have to be careful when you transform this guy. And yeah, really nicely done. Yeah, it's very smooth transformation, so definitely enjoyable to mess with. So as far as ranking Kup from a scale of 1 to 10, it's quite hard for me to say. To me, I think Kup gets a 10 out of 10 because you have the playability that he has, the smooth transformation, the screen accuracy, the paint. You know, no complaints. I have no complaints whatsoever. So yeah, in terms of the playability, I love the fact that you can actually, you know, do some Scramble City with him. You know, just unplug his legs and put in his arms, or unplug his arms, put in his legs. So that is pretty cool and pretty hilarious. So that is nice. And the Energon Goody accessory that I love. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for this figure. Well done, Hasbro. You did a great job with this figure. So. Okay, so that is pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, go ahead and click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you'll know when my new videos are up, so that you'll never miss my new videos that are coming really soon. So, and you can check out my Studio Series Reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. So do check out the playlist by clicking the link in the description down below, and you can get this figure of your own. If you want to get this figure of your own, you can check out bigbadtoystore.com for any availability. So I'll post a link to the website in the description down below as well. So, and I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class, Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Autobot Kup, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.